Hi everyone! We decided to do our PRI project on Minnesota Diversified Industries upgrade to the ULT Pro system. The creators of this presentation include Megan, John, Robert, Joshua, Chi, and myself, Sadie. ULT Pro, HRIS, and payroll software. Minnesota Diversified Industries, or MDI, is a nonprofit company with a mission to serve people with disabilities by offering inclusive employment opportunities and services. MDI is a social enterprise that provides job skills training along with products, packaging, and services in the manufacturing industry. MDI implemented ULT Pro in the fall of 2016. It is cloud-based SaaS information system used primarily for managing HR data and payroll processing. The departments that utilize ULT Pro are HR, Employment Services, and the Payroll Department. The purpose and benefits of this system. The purpose of implementing ULT Pro at MDI serves two purposes. The first is human resources. Employees have login access to view their personal information or benefits. Managing employee data is easier, assisting with employee recruitment, and ULT Pro also helps with employment hiring and terminating. Secondly, ULT Pro helps handle payroll, helps with time tracking of employee work hours and pay rates, and it also helps with calculating and generating employee paychecks and their tax filings. The technology environment that ULT Pro hosts is a SaaS, and MDI staff operates and manages performance reviews, tax documents, payroll, and many more HR applications. The SaaS format allowed MDI to make a one-time purchase for an easy-to-learn software. The software is scaled to meet MDI's growth and will continue to be an asset for the Human Resource Department and beyond. ULT Pro's architecture and integration. As stated before, ULT Pro was implemented in the fall of 2016. The modifications that MDI needed took 2 to 3 months to implement. It uses a MS SQL server to handle storage, retrieval, and updating of data. Time management and core modules are both unique within the ULT Pro system. ULT Pro just needs to integrate the accounting software within the system, application security, and backup recovery. MDI wanted a software that had extensive security features, and the ULT Pro software was able to provide these features. This includes access management for customers and personnel, as well as antivirus and anti-malware software that cannot be disabled by users. ULT Pro software stores and backs up off-site and creates these backups following a schedule. In the event of if a recovery was needed, MDI would have to utilize a more traditional method of paper checks while the case was being submitted and while waiting for the recovery to be performed. Application maintenance and performance monitoring and tracking components. The maintenance is performed by an MDI staff member with a ULT Pro consultant if they are needed. ULT Pro has scheduled updates, as you can see in the picture to the right. ULT Pro does take requests for changes in their application through their user forums. MDI does have audit trails set for key fields and tables to protect the data. MDI also uses barcodes to track inventory and their hardware components. There has been a point person appointed to facilitate and manage the transfer and scrubbing of data. The development process. ULT Pro was a commercially available product. However, it is common for their products to be modified to meet the specific needs of companies. Some adjustments were needed to customize ULT Pro to meet MDI's needs. Implementation most closely followed the waterfall method, with little overlap of the phases. Applications may be modified in-house but are rarely developed. Training for the new system. Training for ULT Pro was provided through an online service, and it trained the users to utilize the programs in their respective positions. The classes for ULT Pro could be repeated to ensure proper transfer of knowledge. To ensure that the user understood how to use the application, they made the classes very interactive based. Users were urged to review the courses multiple times to become more familiar with the system before cutover. The need for modification for the already commercial product stems from advanced timekeeping needs and reporting needs. Modifications and testing were done by consultants of ULT Pro and members of MDI. Those from MDI were involved in the modifications, testing, training, and cutover were the CFO and various members of the Human Resource and the IT department. Assessment. Success was and is measured by financial, quality, and time improvements that ULT Pro provided for MDI within the following areas: database consolidation, customer service improvements, outsourcing of the database hardware and software maintenance to ULT Pro, regularly and consistently updating with new technology and enhancements without additional costs. The financial gains realized by MDI include costs in the areas of payroll processing time, onboarding, recruitment, open enrollment, vendor file feeds, and integration within financial software have proven that the implementation has been effective, although there has been some setbacks. MDI was under the impression from the vendor that time management was fully integrated and ULT Pro was one system. But it turned out that the core system and time management were separate modules, and not as well integrated as was originally indicated. ULT Pro is aware of this challenge and is beta testing, which should be released in the spring of 2018. Another setback was the complex system. Customizing the system to meet MDI needs took more work than originally expected. These are some of the recommendations our team has for MDI. They should keep up with the system updates and ensure that they have the newest version available. Waiting until the systems are no longer meeting needs can create more issues than simply remaining up to speed. Clearly defining expectations and timelines upfront could help prevent last-minute surprises that could set back start dates and puts pressure on budgets. Designating a staff member to assess their sector on the system on a regular basis, whether it be semi-annually or annually, to guarantee that the system is continuing to meet MDI's needs. Having written procedures and instructions put into place are a key part of any implementation project, and MDI would benefit by addressing this area more thoroughly. Some of the sources that we used for our project include MDI's website, interviews with the IT, management, and users at both MDI and Ultimate Software, which established what transpired and clarified how the process came together and flowed to completion. We also used our class text, data sources that were used for research to support current industry HR and payroll practices and reasonings include the following: CompareHRIS.com, HRPayrollSystems.net, and HRKnowledge.com. And we also used KPMG, which supports the documented procedures as meeting industry practices. Some of the lessons that our team learned from completing this project include projects don't always go as planned, and flexibility is key to progress. What you start with and what you end up with may not be the same in complex projects. Also, working in an online setting only is quite difficult at times. Also, it takes a lot of communication and teamwork to get a project going and completed. This concludes our presentation. Thank you.